Adversity is for your professional growth. This is a professional growth opportunity. Your gifts and your talents and your abilities are often realized in times of adversity, not in good times. Think about this. The slaves in Egypt built Python and Ramesses, storehouses, buildings. Now, the Hebrews were mostly farmers. They didn't know anything about construction. They were farmers. But they built these great cities while they were slaves in Egypt. Where'd they learn that? In Egypt. That the skills that they learned to build great cities for Egypt translated into their ability to build a tabernacle in a wilderness for God, that translated into a temple of Solomon that people from all over the world would come to see. Where'd they learn how to do that? In Egypt. Did God sometimes put you in situations to pull out of you the things that you're going to need later? Good Lord, I'm talking to somebody here. Did God have somebody on a job right now that you hate, you can't stand it, you're ready to quit, but God is saying, I'm trying to teach you now in this job, in this situation, what you're going to need later. See, we got to get away from calling it secular job and sacred job, because the truth be told, it's all sacred. That God is teaching you through what you're doing right now for something that you're going to be responsible for later. Can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you what I'm telling you a secret, April? Truth be told, most of the things that I learned about ministry, I didn't learn in church. I learned it working a quote-unquote secular job. I worked in food service for a long time, waiting tables in a previous life. I hated it. I didn't like it. But one of the things that I learned about food service was how important it was to take care of your customers. God, you called me to ministry. Why you got me waiting on tables? Because I want to teach you what it means to serve people. And look, not just nice people. I mean people that'll be rude and nasty and hateful and belch and walk out and won't even tip you. And yet you still have to give service with a smile. Come on, talk to me, somebody. I learned this in Daphne in food service, that you can't show up, that we would sometimes show up at the restaurant hours before the store actually opened. Right? Because it was all about setting atmosphere. It was all about creating an experience for our customers. It wasn't about being convenient for me. It was about creating something that was good for them. And so we would be there hours before, making sure that napkins were folded, making sure glasses were clean, making sure silverware was polished. Why? Because we wanted to make sure that when the people came in, they were served in a spirit of excellence. So when I got in ministry, April, I took the same thing I learned in the secular and I brought it to the sacred. And it's important to me that when people come to our church, that they're served correctly. I didn't learn that in church, Sharita. I learned that working on a secular job. Come on, somebody. That many things, some of you are in jobs right now where God is training you to handle situations, handle people, handle difficult, challenging people, handling hard-headed people, handling people that don't like you, so that as he releases you to work in the kingdom, you take what you learned over there so you can use it over here. Oh, my God. Who am I talking to in here? That many of the things you're going through now is God developing you professionally.